Alright, so that's the main lid sort of housing off the penthouse. Just so you can see all along the front edge, there's this raised bit of the pressing, so no problem sliding a scraper down there. All around here, even these flood sensors, there's nothing actually to damage, just that bit of plastic. I'll put these back in, take them out. So the only things really to look out for are the connectors. So that's the HVAC and the two that go to the front. There's the rear motor one. If it was all-wheel drive, you'd have another front motor connection there. I've just got a blank, but as you can see, it's just plastic. I guess covering some bus bars inside and wiring. And around here, again, nothing. So I think I'm gonna have to make another one of these bases to fill the hole in the main lid. And obviously relocate this lot. Just second guessing if I need to trim this down. Obviously that won't be there. I could potentially do something with that. There's a fair bit I can narrow it down by if needed. Probably not so much on that side. Obviously I could reconfigure things, but I'd rather just keep it as a set how it is, because I've still got the all these modules to go back in and the cooling. Okay, so the pack reassembly, again using the block and tackle from the roof. I thought this second one was going to be a bit more fiddly because it's sort of got to go in at an angle, tuck into the adjusters down that I-beam and then drop onto the central rail. But yeah, that's just as it's slowing down. You just got to make sure you get these straps out of the way so it can tuck inside. I've taken off these central castings just to make sure I'll have clearance. I'm gonna have to cut some of this rib off at the back just for these cross pieces. But once they're in, I'll adjust and then bond them back in, or bond and bolt. But so far going quite smoothly. Here's the first casting. I've just notched that little rib out. I'll paint it up before I glue it in. And a little bit of trimming of this cover, just so I can get it in afterwards. So see, I'm going to have to connect the joining piece. Go do the other side. Okay, so shortening these coolant pipes at the front for each battery module. I actually found the supplier data sheet. So it's a heat shrink clamp, and they say to avoid damaging bits underneath, use a soldering iron. So there we go. So it's actually come apart. Kind of use it like a scalpel, just go easy. And do this one-handed. There we have that. So I'll see how easy that is to get off. Hopefully just a bit of heat gun, that'll pop off. Okay, so I overcooked it a little bit. It's sacrificial lamb. You can see the fitting. Actually, it's quite nice and barbed. Check the tolerance is just under 14mm. Okay, so after struggling a little bit with the hose, the plastic was either getting too hot and sort of buckling as I was trying to push it back over the barbs, and I just couldn't get it on far enough. So there's some silicone hose I had in my pile of bits. I think I might order some smaller. Doesn't look like I can get 15mm, but maybe 14mm. I think this would work, especially with some clips, but honestly I don't want to risk anything inside the battery, so I'll probably buy some lengths of 14 as well and see how that goes. I just got a bit left over. I just tried one of the sensor modules as well, so and I've repaired, stripped back the barb fittings, so that's what it looks like. They are the same size at either end, and they include this one. So yeah, I'll try and get some slightly smaller diameter silicon. Want to minimise how much load it's putting on these fittings. Interestingly, these ones that go on the end of the modules, the clips are offset, and they had these zip ties, tie wraps, whatever you want to call them, around the clips to hold them on. So I'll chuck the cover on this, put it over to one side. Actually, I do have to look at shortening the main front to rear coolant pipes. They're much bigger diameter, so maybe I'll have a bit more luck shortening and re-pushing the fittings on. Okay, so I'll wait and order the pipes to finish off the battery. Time to start stripping the donor down. So, just doors so far. Beers for Build has got quite a good little rundown on a lot of this, so probably won't do loads on it, but the doors came off nicely. So he says we've got these slotted top fixings on the hinge. The fiddly bit's just getting that connector through. The rear one's nice and easy. Yeah, I'm taking the rear wheel arches out just for access later.